In March 2015, there was news about the discovery of an ancient ring that was worn by a Viking woman in an old tomb, with an inscription on the ring which was the word Allah written in Kufic script. The news spread in the media, and this discovery was surrounded by mystery, and questions began to arise about how the ring with the Islamic Arabic inscription reached Sweden. Some even called this discovery the mysterious ring. From the 8th century to the 11th century, the Viking people were widely known for their wars and raids. They traveled the world and covered vast areas in a way that no one before them had done. Even Al-Idrisi described their campaigns as stretching from Western Europe all the way to Central Asia. At that time, Muslims had reached the peak of civilization in various fields, and they had expanded both east and west, covering large areas in Africa and Asia up to the borders of Europe, until they reached Al-Andalus, which was ruled by Muslims for about 8 centuries. So it was natural for the Vikings to covet that vast civilization and dream of the wealth that Muslims possessed at that time, wealth that no one else could rival in that era. At that time, Al-Andalus was under Umayyad rule, led by Abd al-Rahman al-Awsat. The Vikings began their raids on Al-Andalus from the Atlantic Ocean side, targeting the city of Lisbon, using dozens of ships. They destroyed the city, vandalized the mosques, violated people's honor, stole and looted until they reached the city of Seville, where they continued their plundering, looting and killing for days. Then the leader Abd al-Rahman al-Awsat sent the Muslim armies in Al-Andalus to fight the Vikings and drive them out of the land. The Muslims defeated the Vikings, and Abd al-Rahman al-Awsat fortified Al-Andalus against further attacks. The Vikings realized they were facing a great power, so they requested a truce and peace with Abd al-Rahman al-Awsat. After that, the Muslim lands were safe from Viking attacks forever. As for the Abbasid era, especially under the rule of Caliph Harun al-Rashid, who was known for his interaction with the various races and beliefs that came from all over to the lands of the Muslims. During that golden age of Islamic civilization, this was evident in the arrival of scholars from different backgrounds, all seeking knowledge and art in Baghdad, the capital of the Abbasid state at that time. So it was natural for there to be good relations with the peoples of Europe, and there was a trade movement between the Arab lands and the peoples of Europe, including the Vikings. Just like Muslim merchants and all the world's traders at that time, Viking merchants engaged in trade regularly, through bartering for goods such as furs, honey, hides, ivory, fish, and others, since silver at that time was valuable and expensive. The Arab Muslims were also keen to obtain Scandinavian goods from the Vikings, such as hats and coats made from black fox fur, which was one of the most expensive furs, as well as turtle slaves. Some might ask how the Arab ring ended up on the finger of a Viking woman, along with studies from European and non-European sources. Archaeologists and historians who spent a lot of time retrieving information about the Viking Age on the Swedish islands found that Viking women wore a lot of different jewelry from various places, just as Ibn Fadlan described them in his journey to the land of the Vikings. As for the dirhams and Arab coins, many of which have been found in Swedish lands, the Arab dirham at that time, it was distinguished by the quality of its silver material and weighed about 1/10 of an ounce, so it had good value. The Vikings used it in the trade of Slavic slaves, which was widespread at that time among the Arabs and European countries. Large quantities of coins were found, amounting to about 200 Arabic coins, which is a very large number. This makes the Arabic dirham one of the most famous materials used in trade in some European countries. During the Middle Ages, the Vikings converted to Islam in addition to wearing an Arabic-made ring. There was another issue related to that woman who was found because the Vikings used to burn their dead bodies and not bury them, but that woman was buried instead of being burned. And this indicates that this woman was one of the Vikings who converted to Islam after interacting with Muslims.
If you enjoyed today's topic from the Hal Talam channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also watch our previous videos. All rights reserved to the Hal Talam channel.